Hey guys, Dr. Davin Lin, board certified laser dermatologist. Today we'll be talking about lasers, what lasers I use and how I utilize them to treat redness, whether it becomes facial redness or flushing, blushing, and broken capillaries. So this is one of the most commonly treated conditions that I do on a daily basis. Apart from acne scarring, it's basically treating redness, veins, flushing, blushing, rosacea. So we can start from the basics. Years ago, and I mean really years ago, 15 years ago, most of us used to actually have what's known as a BBL or broadband light or IPL. And once again, an excellent way to treat redness. It's not specific. Remember, we're not using a laser. BBL or broadband light, as the name suggests, is filtered light, and we use specific filters which can be interchanged, and these can treat different wavelengths, and as a result you can treat brown pigmentation, and certainly we've got filters to treat red pigmentation as well, and blood vessels. So BBL, once again, or IPL, is not a laser, but is it good for treating red skin conditions? The answer is yes, it can be. But we have more specific lasers, as I will show you shortly. So the best IPLs are made by companies such as Luminous with the M22. Also, Cyton makes excellent ones with the BBL. And IPL can be used to treat different red conditions, including flushing, blushing, broken capillaries, even acne, together with red acne scars. My most frequent application is to actually treat resistant flushing and blushing and rosacea. So IPL is a good treatment. So what other lasers do we have to actually treat redness? Well, I can say the most commonly used laser which I use is the VBeam or pulse dye laser. So we'll have a look at that very shortly. So here you go, guys. So this is it here. So the VBeam laser has been with us for well over a decade. It's still actually the gold standard when it comes to treating port wine stains, birthmarks, and vascular lesions, including rosacea. So it's very flexible. It can treat everything from red acne scars through blood vessels. And the great thing about it is that it's got different spot sizing. So you can see here what's included in the kit. You've got everything from a 12mm spot size to the 10mm, which is currently on the laser itself. You've got elliptical handpieces, so 3x10 for treating spider veins, and even 5mm spot sizes. So the laser itself is really good for this reason, and I'll show you shortly why I actually love it. So DCD, or dynamic cooling device, basically protects the upper layers of the skin, or epidermis, whilst the laser beam is delivered to the lower parts of the skin, and that's why it is so effective, safe, and it works. So that's called DCD, and yeah, brilliant laser. Yeah, so that's the VBeam, and that's a VBeam bread and butter. It's used at least 20 times a day. Compared to the IPL, the VBeam vascular laser is more accurate. We can use it as a tracing laser, or we can use it in a bigger spot size to treat background redness. It's especially good for rosacea, but like I said, even for veins in the nose, we can use an elliptical handpiece, and after 2 to 3 treatments, we can actually remove the majority of blood vessels, not all, but the majority, and we can treat background redness as well. So you can see before and afters. Excellent laser, very safe. This is the laser of choice for birthmarks as well, and for birthmark removal we do need more than one treatment. Often we need 6 to 7 treatments, so more than birthmarks. Acne scars can be treated with vascular lasers, and once again my favorite is using the VBeam. Both acne together with acne scarring, so active acne can actually be targeted using the 595, because the bacteria gets killed with the actual laser itself, because it activates the porphyrins and the bacteria. And the wonderful thing about using this laser is that it helps with redness from acne scars. So you can see what's known as PIE, or post-inflammatory erythema. It's also called macular erythema, and after 2 to 3 sessions it's gone. And early acne scarring, so shallow acne scars together with redness, can easily be treated with the VBeam laser. We try to use it in a bruising setting, 2 to 3 sessions, spaced 2 to 3 weeks apart, and it's done. Okay guys, the next laser I'm talking about is going to be another one by Syneron Candela. So we're using a very similar handpiece with dynamic cooling, but it's a different wavelength, it's 755. So generally speaking, the longer the wavelength, the deeper it goes, and the more resistant blood vessels get treated with this one, which is 755. And this also comes in a 1064 or 1064 ND YAG, which is basically the big guns, which is basically goes really deep for big resistant blood vessels. So we can use this in a couple of modes. We can use this in a normal mode. For example, you can see, if we can come up here right up to me, and you can see the dynamic cooling. So remember I told you about that gas? So there you go. See that? That's a fire of the cooling system just before the laser hits. So not many people realize that the 755 laser is actually a really good laser to treat blood vessels. I use it a lot, especially to treat venous lakes or blood vessels on the lips. And I also use that to treat mixed blood vessels, including AV malformations and really deep resistant blood vessels. I flip it to the 1064 or the ND YAG, and we can use that in what we call laser genesis mode. In other words, use a very low dose, but use that very frequently. And basically what it does, it penetrates to the deeper layers of the skin and creates collagen stimulation together with treating blood vessels. And we can use this in the 755 mode as well. Okay guys, so that's my other laser which I use to treat blood vessels. Very flexible, and once again the dynamic cooling system, absolutely love it. I don't get paid by Syneron Candela at all. I just like this laser because I hate working with gel. A good laser as well as Cutera. Cutera makes brilliant lasers in the 532 wavelength, excellent lasers. Laser Genesis for that is brilliant. I dislike, it's not that I dislike, I just, it's not quite my style because I just don't like working with gels. I prefer working with the cooling system because it's less messy and I can move on a lot quicker. So thanks for that guys. So this is one of my other favorite treatments which I used to do quite a fair bit. I delegate these to my nurses now. It's using the 1064 laser by Cutera, and it's called Laser Genesis. It works in a very slow manner. You do need at least 7 to 8 treatments for results to be seen, but it's a no downtime laser and the effects can be very good. So look, it can treat rosacea, it can treat redness, it can treat flushing and blushing, but you do need much more treatments compared to VBeam. The great thing about it, because it's 1064, 1064, it penetrates deeper into the skin surface. And that stimulates collagen. So you can see collagen production here together with the reduction in redness. Okay guys, this is really controversial. Another system that they say, or I guess in the literature, to reduce redness is what's known as low-level laser emission. Lutronic makes the same system as Infinity, so it's a brilliant system, really good LEDs. In different wavelengths, 830 and you get 633 nanometer wavelengths. And in theory, redness can be decreased using the 830 nanometer wavelength. However, in practice, do I actually use it? The answer is no, not really. I do believe that there are other systems out there, for example, vascular lasers, that do a better job than low-level emission devices. So what do I use this for? Basically, I use this for a couple of purposes. Number one, to activate ALA or aminolevinic acid to treat sunspots, or to treat acne, especially when, if you're looking at natural remedies, this is what it's good for, is to actually reduce that. And look, in theory, it can reduce acne, it can reduce redness from the acne itself, but is it a laser? No, it isn't. And does it give you reliable treatment parameters that are as good as a laser? Once again, in my opinion, no, but hey, that's my opinion only. Hey guys, thanks very much for watching that video. It's a very short video. I'm lecturing actually over the weekend, so it's going to be short. 2 a.m. starts for the next 4 days, so really short, quick video. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you learned something this week, and hope to see you next Saturday. So guys, I produce one educational video on laser and aesthetic dermatology every week. And it's released Saturday morning Brisbane time. So please subscribe if you like this channel. It's growing and it's great. And I'll see you next Saturday. Bye.